Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Friday, April 2nd, Good Friday. And what can make this Good Friday even better? Why, let's do the weekly wrap-up. I'm your host, Scott Labrie. Joined alongside me, as always, we have Tyler Sunt.
Hello.
And Eric Deshane.
Hello.
How you boys doing today?
Just great, buddy. How about you?
Good. It's a long weekend. You can't complain.
That's
right. You got Easter supper hopefully happening this weekend. So,
Oh yeah,
some good eats. But This is the weekly wrap up where we go through all the kind of pop culture news and video games and movies and TV. But before we get into that, we are going to talk about what we've been watching, what we've been playing. Anybody been playing any new games lately?
I actually just revisited a game that I didn't really play much of because it was still in the beta stage. It's called They Are Billions. It's a strategy game. You guys probably don't have much interest in it.
I've heard
but
about
it's it's like a steampunk real-time strategy game where you have to build like a colony of survivors and basically survive endless hordes of zombies, building city walls and workshops and steam engines to power your big cities and hire mercenaries to go up and watchtowers and snipers and stuff. And you can play, there's a campaign mode on it that's actually kind of cheesy, but their whole, like how many zombies are on the map at one time, like they weren't exaggerating when they say they are billions. Like when you get to the final wave, when they're coming for you, I have a really hard time holding out. I haven't survived an entire so I guess one game day is about 5 minutes roughly in real time. So it's a little bit long, and it kind of sucks really bad when you spend so much time building like this majestic steam city and you have all these tanks and titans and snipers and gates and landmines and stuff around your wall, and then they come in and they just walk right through you. You just see them coming, and then like there's like infection spreading throughout your camp, and like all it takes is one zombie to get inside one of your colony huts, and then like the 20 residents that are living in there become infected, and it just spreads like wildfire to the other buildings, and you don't know how to like section them off. It's like, I should have built walls in between each sector to contain this. That was my bad. And you just sit there like, no. But it's very epic, and yeah, it's just it's pretty well done. It was made with a really low budget, I think, independent game shop. I can't remember the name of the company that makes it. I don't know why, but it's very good. The campaign's kind of hammy. The voiceover's really, really cheesy. So I think they saved a lot of money. They probably got a lot of their techs that made the game to do the voiceovers. That's what it sounds like, because it's so bad, honestly. Like some of them are British. Some of them sound like they have like, I don't know, like speech impediments, and then some of them, like I don't know.
Is it like purposely bad, or is it?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought at first, but I don't know. It's almost like you have to listen to it yourself to determine. But I think
there's a genuineness to it.
Yes, yeah. Like I think they are actually trying really, really hard, and it's extremely cheesy. But the effects, the animations, the graphics, the ambience, the music, everything is. It's amazing. It's almost like 2D animation for everything. So it's not really like full 3D. So it's really interesting. If you're into strategy games, I would highly recommend that one. It's very, very good. Very fun. I've spent a lot of time on that one lately. Taking time away from Warhammer, that says a lot.
Right.
So I'm thoroughly enjoying that game right now. Yeah. And it's pretty cheap on Steam too, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Eric, you playing anything new?
Again, nothing so much new as mostly revisiting. I discovered here this last week or so a website called GOG, which you two have heard of, called Good Old Games. And they sell like pretty much any and all sort of like a Steam, like a large shopping list of online games and everything else. And they have a ton of old retro games on there. And one of them was a game from my childhood, which I love to play, was Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's a turn-based kind of RPG style game, and been playing that all week like crazy. And then I also downloaded like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Thief 2, like those old time games like that. So I've been jonesing on that these last few days. It's been nice. So living the old nostalgia days again. So
are they like too expensive to buy those, or not really?
No, they're I think they're on sale right now. Like right now, Heroes 3 I think is on for like $3.
Oh wow.
And it's more than worth its money. Thief, I think I paid for $1
Okay.
$17. Like they're pennies for what they're worth. Yeah, it's really cheaper now, and they're games where I guess sink like hundreds of hours into it easily, no problem. Like Thief, especially, where it's like the stealth aspect of it was way ahead of its time. And I remember playing it growing up. I didn't quite understand the mechanics of it, but now it's like, oh man, this game is awesome. Like it's great to play. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and it makes sense. You wouldn't want to pay like $20 for. Well, maybe if you really enjoyed the game, but for me, it's like I don't know if you want to pay $20 for a 20-year-old game or something.
Exactly. Yeah. It's It's a re-release as a HD version, sure, but it's still the same game from 2002. So going to do so much to it. But yeah, when they're on sale like that, then absolutely, I'll just splurge a little bit, buy a coffee, and instead of buying a coffee, I'll buy a game. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and me, you can tell the Toronto Raptors are doing really bad right now because instead of playing basketball, I went and bought NHL 21.
Oh my god!
It was on sale for like $30, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't played or bought an NHL game since NHL 17, so it's been 4 years since I had the last one, and the game's still bad. I like swear so much playing that game. I'm doing the be a pro mode, so you can just control your one character, and I'm playing on. I played plenty of NHL games, so I'm playing on like the second hardest difficulty, and the way they do difficulties in those games is so stupid because anything less than like the second highest, it's just like baby easy. They're like. The other team's just stupid, but like once you get harder, okay, now they know what they're doing, but then your team just becomes like soft brain stupid. Like they like you get into your zone, and I'm only one guy, so I'm like, hey, defenseman, get the puck and like let's get out of here. So, like, they'll get the puck, and then they'll just like skate back into the corner. It's like, what are you doing? Like pass it up a little bit. It's just like. So you spend all day just trying to get the puck out of your zone, and it just drives me up a wall. It's so annoying. Yeah. So figure your shit out, EA. Like, come on. Like, it's been a problem for 5 years now, and you still haven't fixed it. You just keep putting a fresh coat of paint on there.
Yep.
Waste of $30.
Yeah, that's the worst. You know, that's like the strategy games. You play on easy, it's way too easy. You play on medium, it's like it's still too easy. You go to hard, it's impossible. Like, why is there such a drastic jump in the difficulty? Like, just I don't understand it.
Yeah,
sometimes.
But it's like it'd be fine if like your team would just play normally. It's like make it hard for me to score. Fine, that's okay. But like. Don't make my teammates just like so stupid that they don't know how to pass the puck. And there's me like just you can call for a pass, which you just like kind of like tap your stick on the ice. And for some reason, if you call for a pass and it gets intercepted a couple times, then they just refuse to pass the puck to you. Yeah. And even though it's like I'm completely open, so I'm just like slamming my stick on the ice. He's like bam, 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 bam. He's like, give me the puck, and then they're like, no, I'm just gonna skate back into my own corner, get pinned up against the wall, get the puck stolen from me. Cool.
Oh,
at the bend. I'm sorry.
That's all good, man.
I get that.
You need to do.
Yeah.
But let's move on to what we've been watching. You guys watch anything new besides? Well, we'll talk about Invincible, the first 3 episodes in a bit. But before that, anything else?
Okay. Well, tonight actually, or today, we just watched the Pokemon movie Detective Pikachu, and I have to say, what an awesome!
You say that wrong on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu Pokemon?
Is that what it is? Pikachu, for fuck's sakes.
Pikachu. I'm going to pick at you.
Yes, Grandpa,
yeah. Fuck you guys.
This guy must be 40 years old or something. What the hell?
Oh my god. that Pokemon movie with the Deadpool voice guy. It was awesome. It was an awesome movie. It was funny. It was heartwarming. The ending made me tear up a little bit.
Oh.
It was perfect all around. And I really hope they make another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how they didn't spend a lot of time building the world that you're being introduced to. It's like, oh, Pokemon are here. They've been here for a while. You know, people are on the streets and they have them walking around with them. You know, I was a little confused as to, like, with the Pokeballs, like, don't they usually keep them in their Pokeballs? But I guess in the cartoons they let them walk around with them a little bit. But
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I don't know. It was awesome. It was a good movie. Cheesy villain, but I mean, it's a kid's show, so I mean, you can't really.
The easy out, yeah. So
exactly, and the effects were pretty fucking good too. Honestly, for a kid's show, it's quite good. It was very good.
Pikachu
actually
looks pretty cute in the movie.
Oh man, like he's so adorable. It's kind of annoying that it's Ryan Reynolds' voice for most of it because I want to hear the Pikachu. Because when you do see the Pikachu making his little Pika, it's awesome. Yeah.
And then Mr. Mime scene, pretty funny.
That was hilarious, man. Dumping the gasoline. It's like, oh my god, this got dark really fast. It was so funny. The Ditto was weird, man. That was weird.
Yes.
That was creepy. I don't want to blow it. I don't want to blow it for Eric because Eric, I don't think
I haven't seen it yet. No, so yeah.
I'm just gonna stop there. But if you guys, listeners, have not seen it yet, even if you don't like it, just watch it. It's good.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even know how to say Pikachu, and he liked it. All right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anything else you've seen, or?
No, that's about it. I haven't really been watching anything other than Invincible. I watched, but we'll talk about that after. But yeah,
you did finish Avatar.
Yes, I did,
and we're gonna be doing a spoiler cast on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So we'll have probably a post going up here later today to submit your reviews. You, the listener, you can submit your own reviews, your thoughts on the Avatar: Last Airbender, and we'll read them on Tuesday's show there. Very cool. Eric, you seen anything lately?
Not so much new. Same thing with Invincible. That was a big thing. Falcon Winter Soldier. Pretty much what you guys been watching this as well. So anything else out of the ordinary? Not so much. No. No, I've been mostly playing games and just sleeping, catching up on sleep. So this time of year with snow melting and the temperature changes, of my allergies get way out of whack, and I always have a hard time going to bed. So try to sleep as much as I can at night and try to get through the day for that. So
right. Yeah. I mean, normally we would talk about the new episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, well, the previous weeks, but since we did the podcast a day late, we already talked about it. So
exactly, yeah. So
we'll talk about tomorrow's next week. But before we get Invincible, I did start watching one thing, and that's I started watching the final season of Attack on Titan.
Nice.
Starts off really strong and just like crazy action. It's like, holy shit. And the problem with Attack on Titan always is like, you always have pacing problems. So it'll have like crazy action, crazy like things happening, and then it'll like start dragging for a few episodes, and I ended up falling asleep during one episode. So I have to go back and rewatch it. But I was watching it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm almost like near the end of the season, and it's the final season. And then I go on Google and realize that they're doing the final season part 2 in the winter. It's they did that with last season as well. They split it up into 2 parts for some reason. So I thought it was going to be over, but but let's talk about the first 3 episodes of Invincible. What do you guys think?
Well, the first episode set the pace big time.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was hearing a joint consensus on the people I work with that have been watching it, that they said that the first episode was really slow until the last 5 minutes.
Yep.
And I don't think so. I thought it was really well paced. The characters are so realistic. Every character, like everything's fleshed out really well, and it's not like, it's almost like cheesy, but it's not cheesy. It's like, it's real, like a son coming of age story and trying to be like his dad. And the voice acting is incredible. You got J.K. Simmons, like he's awesome. It's kind of weird seeing him.
On that, yeah.
Kind of weird seeing him like that, and even like his character looks like him as James, whatever from Spider-Man. Is kind of weird, but But yeah, but like, and then the ending, it's just like, holy shit! Like, what the fuck is happening here? Like,
so violent.
it was, and it's like, man, he's gonna kill like all of them. Like, what? And then after, it's like, what the fuck is happening? Like, is he like, what's his deal, man? What the hell's happening here?
Gonna find out.
Like, I'm liking it. I don't like the animation style at all. I actually hate it because it's just so. It just seems, I don't know, just so. But the music, the voice acting, the story, everything, the whole flavor of the whole show, it just makes you not even worry about it and just enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm with you there too, Todd. Something with the animation is off-putting of it. Yeah, something's off with it, I find too. And for me, I always think, for some reason, it reminds me of the same animation style as the Boondocks. So I don't know why I was expecting Uncle Ruckus to come out of the corner and just start swearing obscenities in one scene or something like that. So, but yeah, it is something off with that. I do agree with you on that for sure.
Yeah,
but,
like I don't know, just the art style. Like even really the face expressions, there's not much really for face expressions. But I mean, the gore looks amazing.
That's
like obviously that's where they spend a lot of their meticulous time, whatever, crafting really good fight scenes and stuff. But
that's the thing, yeah. Like I think the animations are all right when there's action and stuff happening. It's just that moment to moment stuff is kind of rough.
Very static, yeah.
But I think I think after this season, once how successful it is, they'll probably put more budget towards get a higher budget for the second season, so it might smooth out more.
But honestly, that's like literally the only it's not even really a big issue for me. It's just because the story is it's so incredible. It's so good. It is really good. And what the fuck's going on with Robot at the end? Why do you let those two go? Right. What the fuck? Why is everybody corrupt? I want to know more.
Right?
Yeah.
They got you wanting more. I'm happy with that. Yeah, they leave you wanting more.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, nice. I'll have 3 episodes that'll satiate my appetite for more. Satiate.
Yeah,
satiate my appetite for more. But it really doesn't. It just makes me want more, even more after it's done. And what about that scene where he goes with those aliens? Like even like that the enemy alien invasion.
Oh yeah,
that was freaking cool, man. Like time. I'm like, why are they dying? Oh, because they're from a different dimension or a different part of the galaxy where time works differently. It speeds up, so they leave, and it's only like a day or two, and they come back. But to them, it's like it's decades, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they've already prepared the next wave for the next one. It's like, what the fuck? That is so like, who comes up with this stuff?
Right.
That is so brilliant. And then when Omni-Man goes into the dimension,
it
says, I forgot to tell you that Earth's not yours to
conquer. The conquer. He says,
he just the whole fucking planet. It's like, oh, you are a psychopath. And he comes back. His beard is just like gigantic.
Yeah,
it's like
he's gone for like an afternoon. He comes back. He's like, hey, what I missed? It's like,
right?
What the hell were you? He's like, oh, this is destroying a planet. Like, it's no big deal.
Oh, it's just stuck in a portal. Yeah, he's like, Dad got stuck in a portal. I was like, it's just like that time the mountain he got stuck under the mountain. He'll be back. He just needs a little bit of whatever. He'll be fine. The wife's not even worried about it.
Yeah,
just comes in and whole. That's what I want to ask. Do you guys think is that a good guy or a bad guy?
I think he's a bad guy. I think where he's from,
is
they're like trying to conquer other planets for them.
That's in my thought too, exactly, because he tells the whole story of like, oh, we're peaceful, we go to different spots and help people out. I was like, no, that's a total bullshit story. He's there to conquer, and
it's got to be.
It has to be. Yeah.
But then to contradict that theory is like, how come he hasn't done it by now?
Because now that for some reason now that his son has powers, there's something to do with that now. Because that's what happened. That was a switch. Because now his son's it shows it too at the kitchen table. Like his son reveals, like, yeah, I finally have my powers. He wasn't at all happy. He was like, "You sure? Because we do this now. So it's just gonna go." You can tell something was going in his mind. Like something's gonna happen now if we do this, right? So and then
because maybe he has a soft spot for his family now.
Now he's like, hey, well now
and he's like,
we're conquerors, and now that I know my son is like me, we have to do this now. And now he's like, time to do what I was supposed to do, because maybe he got there and he saw a whole planet full of heroes. So like, oh, I'll play hero and enjoy it. But now it's like, shit, I got shit to do now, I guess. And now he's going full bad.
Yeah.
I really like that part where he got his powers. He's just like struggling to lift the one thing, and then all of a sudden he just chucks it like into space. It's like, holy. Like, huh? Did like not just 0 to 100? Right?
Yeah,
Like
that's good.
immediately.
That's good.
Yeah, and also like like it's the cool thing about this show. It's not a who done it, but a why done it. Like you're trying to figure out why he did this
Right.
heinous
And then-
crime, and you have the fucking demon detective who's super cool.
Yeah, Hellboy 2.0.
Yeah,
Voiced
pretty much.
by Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
That is the same guy who does Mr. Krabs' voice. I can't think of his name now off the top of my head now. He's no better.
Oh, interesting.
Fuck. Clancy Brown.
Okay.
He does
Brown.
lots of voice work, yeah. And he's
Is that right?
right away. I'm like, I know this voice. That's Mr. Krabs, isn't it? Clancy Brown, yeah.
You know who
He's,
voiced Alan the Alien?
Yeah, right away.
Oh yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Frick. Yeah. So dumb.
I didn't realize
Actually,
he
that
was
was-
an executive producer on the show. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Hey man, like he's doing that one and he's doing The Boys. It's like he's
Mhm.
getting into the superhero genre.
Oh,
Making-
Yeah, he
Well,
also did like Preacher as well, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah. He's just a big comic book fan. And did
Huge,
the Green Hornet. Fucking all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he's wanted to make superhero movies
Well, now
before he got into the Stoner flicks. Maybe the Stoner flicks helped him rise to stardom so he can do the stuff he wants
Right.
to do now.
they're paying for the movie. The Stoner flicks, yeah.
Yeah. It seems to be like that, with people that take comedic roles in the
Mhm.
early careers. They get enough repertoire and make enough money, and it's like, okay, I'm at a status now where I can start making my own shit. Some people kind of screw up that way and
See, but he
make
can be serious though too. Like,
he's-
have you guys seen Steve Jobs, the one with Ashton Kutcher, and where he's oh hell, who does he play as?
Oh,
He plays
Wozniak.
Wozniak, yeah. Like he actually can play a serious role
Hmm.
pretty decently too, as well. Like he
oh
has a
yeah,
moment with him, right? So yeah,
Hmm.
like, which is surprising, yeah. So
yeah.
Interesting.
I liked his character on Invincible too. It's kind of cool. He's like, oh man, I'm in the wrong galaxy here, man. Oh, I'm so sorry about this.
This
blah,
is an
blah, blah.
Urath.
yeah,
He's
Earth.
saying Earth with an E. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. He's like, yeah. Oh, Jeff Daniels is oh no, never mind. Sorry. I'm still looking at Steve Jobs on IMDb.
Oh
Forget
yeah,
for
sorry,
a
no,
second.
that's, yeah.
Moment there.
Uh,
I'm trying to figure out who the agency boss is, the one that's in charge of the
Oh, that's
Cecil.
Cecil. That's yeah.
Cecil, yeah. He's acting in a few things. He's in first I don't know why we ran with this one, but he's in the second G.I. Joe movie as the prison warden. I don't know why my brain went there
Okay.
first off. Yeah, I don't know why I went there. He's in a few other movies. He's usually the bad guy, or usually the
I see him. Yeah.
I forget his name though, but yeah, he's in a few movies.
He's in a lot of B movies too,
Yeah.
and he's in that Quentin Tarantino movie. He's oh my god, I can't remember. Why can't I think whenever we do these podcasts? It's like
On the spot. Yeah.
it's terrible. The Hateful Eight. He's on the Hateful Eight.
Oh yes, that's where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's Samuel L. Jackson's kiss ass. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of a scumbag in a lot of the movies he's in. Interesting.
Mhm.
But yeah,
it's a
what a great show.
great show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Excellent.
worth the time and money and to watch it for sure. And yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for more. That's tomorrow, or yeah.
well,
Probably even we record on Thursday nights, but you
Mhm.
can even probably watch it tonight because they posted pretty early.
yeah.
Nice.
So that's probably what I'll do after this. But
Stay up and watch it.
right, exactly.
Yep.
But let's move on to the news, and we got a few video game news stories. A lot of them involve CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk. And the first one here is CD Projekt to develop Witcher, Cyberpunk AAA games simultaneously starting in 2022. This one's from IGN.com. After a long, drawn-out development for Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt is preparing to shift gears for future AAA projects and work on games in both the Witcher and Cyberpunk franchises simultaneously beginning in 2022. During a strategy update presentation today, which was, I think, yesterday, CD Projekt outlined how it's going to achieve its goals to develop 2 AAA games in 2 different franchises simultaneously, saying it intends to staff up over the next year and have development teams working on both projects at once, including leads. It's also planning to adjust the capabilities of its internal game engine to allow features like NPC routines and player character control to be adapted in multiple games at once.
Wow.
This is a recipe for disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, unless they hit like a giant staffing hire where they have like 4 times the group now, like, yeah, this is gonna be bad.
Right.
Like, how could you come out? It's like, hey, you remember how jank Cyberpunk is? Well, guess what? We're gonna be making 2 games at the same time.
Now we're making 2. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. And it's going to be even more ambitious than this one was.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And the hits kept coming from this strategy update because CD Projekt promises not to confuse anyone again, then confuses everyone again. CD Projekt, this is from IGN.com again. CD Projekt Red yesterday performed an extremely public self-reckoning, if not apology, for the messy messaging of Cyberpunk 2077. The company made it clear that it will change its policies on marketing to avoid misleading and disappointing players, many of whom were left confused by the intended final version of Cyberpunk 2077 after years of updates. Unfortunately, while doing so, it managed to confuse investors and consumers alike about a whole new issue. As part of a strategy update presentation, CD Projekt President Adam Kaczynski explained that the company had reconsidered its plans for a Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer component mode, but failed to fully explain what the upshot of that reconsideration will be. While we knew that the company had previously been working on a AAA Cyberpunk multiplayer experience alongside the single-player game, it was never clear whether that was a standalone game, an expansion of the existing game, or a hybrid of the two in the vein of a GTA Online. And this is a quote from him. He says, "Previously, we hinted that our next AAA would be a multiplayer Cyberpunk game," he explained, "but we have decided to reconsider this plan given our new, more systemic and agile approach. Instead of primarily focusing on one big online experience or game, we are focusing on bringing online into all of our franchises one day." So it's like, is it canceled? What's happening? They didn't really say. So
they didn't say a hell of a lot, which is not surprising. Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
It says that tells us something has changed, but not exactly what.
Jesus.
It may have been delayed, it may have been canceled, or it might be retooled. So
Interesting.
Really? Nothing simple.
No.
right? I mean, the promise of like a multiplayer Cyberpunk is cool.
That would be cool,
if
yeah.
they can get that working.
Yeah.
But as of yet, I am to be I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways,
I won't hold my breath is what I'll say as well. So
Yeah.
I'll see it when I believe it.
yes.
Yep.
More Cyberpunk stuff. Cyberpunk 2077 add-on names from Epic Game Store aren't DLC, CD Projekt Red says. Earlier this week, the Cyberpunk 2077 subreddit uncovered several names from the Epic Game Store, initially believed to be the names of upcoming Cyberpunk 2077 content. In the thread, they had a screenshot, and there was a bunch of listings that said Ripper Docs expansion, Body Shops expansion, Fashion Forward expansion, Gangs of Night City, Body of Chrome, Rides of the Dark Future, The Relic, Neck Deep, Night City expansion, and Expansion Pass. But they said...
Today's the first, though, so, I mean, is that really reliable?
Well,
or?
this is technically... This was posted March 31st. So,
okay. Technically, that's correct, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they said that they're not DLCs for Cyberpunk 2077. What are they? I don't know. Maybe just
an individual quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one quest line per little release or something, maybe.
I think it probably is like stuff, but they're just like, it's not confirmed, so we can't fucking.
You can't, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They can't confirm or deny anything.
We're not going to expand on any of that.
Exactly.
Here's just some nice words to make you wonder what we're talking about.
Yep. That was the CD Projekt Red thing. Didn't really say much, just that we're making 2 games at the same time. So look out for that.
Good idea.
Yeah.
You guys like free video games?
Absolutely.
Well, they announced. No, you don't like them?
Well, I mean, sometimes it depends on what game it is free. A lot of games that are free are usually wet bags of trash, but I guess there were a couple of good freebies like Battlefront, so that was kind of a good one.
Because they announced the new PlayStation Plus games for April. If you have PlayStation Plus, you can get these games for free, which is Oddworld Soulstorm for PS5, Days Gone for PS4 is going to be free, and Zombie Army 4 Dead War is also going to be free on PS4.
Never heard of that one.
I think it's just like I don't know if it's made by the same studio that did the Sniper Elite guys, but it's kind of similar. I think it's like a third-person game, but it's zombies.
Okay.
And apparently there's been 4 of them, so.
There you go. I'm just looking at it. It's got decent reviews.
Yeah.
Zombie Army 4 Dead War. Interesting. Oh, it sounds like my roommate's awake. I apologize.
All good. All good. Speaking of Pokemon, Tyler, Pokemon Go creator is releasing a 5G exclusive game demo. Pokemon Go developer Niantic is releasing a 5G exclusive game demo called Codename Urban Legends. The demo is part of Niantic's strategy to build a planet-scale AR platform, according to a new blog post from the developer. Codename Urban Legends has been created to test what an immersive multiplayer experience would look like when it leverages 5G technology. Codename Urban Legends looks like a far more involved social augmented reality game than the likes of Pokemon Go. 5G multi-access edge computing, MEC, can handle up to 10 times the simultaneous players compared to 4G, says Niantic. This is just the beginning of how we can augment the world around us faster and experience adventures together. And they also showed off that they're making some AR augmented reality glasses as well.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
The future is now.
Pokemon Go 2. No.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. I'd try that.
If they do it right, maybe, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That'd be super cool. Pokemon.
That is it for the video game news. Let's move on to movies and TV. Guess what, guys?
What?
You can watch Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah, I saw that on PlayStation Store. Early access for $24.99.
$24.99 for a 48-hour rental, and you can watch it. And right now, it's actually got some decent reviews. 80% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes and 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
Wow.
That's
not bad.
Yeah, that's better than the other two, and I love the other two.
Go see Godzilla beat the shit out of some stupid monkey. There you go. $25.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about those movies is they have too many human stories in it. Let's just get right to the monsters, please. Let's just see some destruction.
Let them fight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think, wasn't Godzilla vs. Kong going to HBO Max, though?
I thought it was, yeah.
So that's
I believe so.
Canada's getting the raw end of the deal, because it's it's not coming to Crave, you have to pay $25 to watch it. Baloney.
Yeah.
It is April Fool's while we're recording this, which usually it means a lot of annoying articles and stuff of fake announcements, but it wasn't actually bad this year. Surprised. And actually one of the cool things was Adult Swim did something special for April Fool's, and that was introduced Rick and Morty babies Adult Swim kicked off this year's April Fool's shenanigans with a preview of Rick and Morty Babies, a kid-friendly version of the network's animated sci-fi sitcom. Rick and Morty Babies played peekaboo on people's Twitter timelines on April 1st, aka April Fool's Day, as the Adult Swim Junior initiative launched with a pint-sized, kid-voiced episode of Rick and Morty. Adult Swim shared the opening credits for the episode, referencing several other animated kids' cartoons in anticipation of the junior edition of Total Recall, the fourth episode of the second season. So, yeah, it was a whole episode that was kid voiced and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a cool kind of fun thing to do. So
yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Very Adult Swim thing to do for sure. That's yeah.
Yeah. And then they did it. They just released another trailer that showed like a block of programs that was coming to Adult Swim Junior, including the Venture Nephews and Space Kid Crib to Crib.
Oh god.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
Awesome.
That was the best April Fool's things that I found.
That's pretty good.
This was posted on April Fool's, but it's not an April Fool's joke, and that is Netflix's The Witcher Season 2 wraps filming.
Ooh.
And hair makeup artist on Netflix's The Witcher has revealed that Season 2 has wrapped filming on her Instagram, so I don't know if she should have done that, but she did. So there you go. Hopefully, I think probably get that in the winter time. I think we'll probably get the Season 2. So
yeah, hopefully. That'd be good.
Been a long time, man.
It has been. Yep. I have to watch the first season again because I almost forget what happened in it.
Right?
Like it was good, but I don't know. It was good.
Yeah.
Like that came out like right after Mandalorian, like the first season.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Ages ago.
Yeah. Have to watch a highlight video or something.
Yeah. Good show. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Speaking of Netflix, they have purchased the Knives Out sequels for $450 million.
I thought that was April Fool's joke when I read that.
Yeah, like how can it be a Knives Out sequel? I didn't think there'd be like a sequel series out of that movie.
I think it's just going to be about Daniel Craig because he's coming back. Daniel Craig, and it's going to be him, and he's solving other mysteries, I believe.
Oh, okay,
cool. So it'd be like just a mystery.
Yeah,
movie.
and
that's cool.
Yes.
Well, yeah. That sounds a lot better than it being the Knives Out. I'm like, well, yeah, but that character, the whole story was kind of like a encapsulated story. You couldn't really expand on that, but okay.
Yeah, and from IGN.com, in a massive $450 million deal, Netflix has purchased the rights to 2 Knives Out sequels from Media Rights Capital per Variety.com. Daniel Craig is reported to reprise his role as Detective Benoit Blanc in both sequels, with writer-director Rian Johnson also set to return. And yeah, there you go.
Awesome, I'll watch those.
Right?
Sure.
It's a good movie. Why not?
Very good movie. That had Scott's girlfriend on there too.
Yes.
Oh, Isa,
My bae.
who dat?
Your bae.
Anna Darmus.
Yeah, remember when we were talking about our celebrity crush?
Oh God,
Yeah, she dated Ben Affleck, right? Is that what you said?
She did.
oh yes. I
And
remember.
she wised up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, Zack Snyder, the Snyder Cut, is giving somebody else some power, some leverage. His name is David Ayer. And he still hopes his director's cut gets a release. David Ayer has expressed his desire to release his original cut of Suicide Squad following the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO Max. In an interview with EW, Ayer reinforced the idea for the hashtag Release the Ayer Cut campaign, by vocalizing how amazing his director's cut of the 2016 film was prior to the alleged involvement from the studio, after previously claiming his soulful drama was beaten into a comedy by studio executives after the mixed reception of Batman v Superman and the blockbuster status of Deadpool. Quote, I get it, it's a business, Ayer told EW. Speaking on the subject again, it's frustrating because I made a really heartfelt drama and it got ripped to pieces, and they tried to turn it into Deadpool, which is just what it wasn't supposed to be, and then you take the hit. You're the captain of the ship, my name was on it. Even though it didn't represent what I actually made, I would take all the bullets and be a good soldier. I made an amazing movie. It's an amazing movie. It's just scared the shit out of the executives.
It starts with Schneider. Who does it end with?
Exactly.
Release the Cameron cut of Terminator 2 in 90s.
Release the J.J. Abrams cut of Last Jedi or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, where does it end?
Exactly.
Where does it end? Stop.
And it's like totally the wrong time too. It's like they just released like the awesome trailer for the new Suicide Squad movie.
Because like this one got released now, like this one looks good. It's like, yeah, no shit. Because yours was awful, dude. That's why.
It's like, shut up. We're done. We've already forgotten about you.
Right.
No,
how many times do you need to remake things? Just stop. Come up with something different. Let's go. Stop polishing your turds and let's move on. I'm gonna varnish this loaf.
You guys like Star Wars?
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Well, Star Wars The Bad Batch will begin with a 70-minute premiere. Movie premiere. Got a new poster. And in the description of a new trailer for the Disney Plus animated series, it's explained that the show makes its debut on Tuesday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you, with a special 70-minute premiere, followed by new episodes every Friday starting on May 7th. So it's an animated show, kind of Clone Wars look. But I guess these guys are like, this group of clones are supposed to be like an army to themselves, I guess, kind of their
Clone Commando in there, yeah. So,
oh, cool.
Might have to check it out since it's a new series. I don't have to.
Have you guys ever watched the Clone Wars series at all?
No, I tried.
The animation, I can't get past it. I tried.
Oh,
I'll have to try again, maybe. I don't know.
No,
it's just very slow at the beginning, and
it is. It's very slow. It does play into the whole political end for a bit too much, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot, and I would recommend it for sure. So,
she's just
especially
a little
fan.
kid too.
Mm-hmm. Ahsoka is going in the later season. She becomes like her own independent. It's a lot more enjoyable with that. But the first seasons, yeah, she's pretty irritable for sure.
Is there like a season that I can just skip to, or do I have to like, watch all of it?
Yeah, you can skip season 1. Like, there's only the certain parts are decent. I'd say 1 to hell even 3 is good. I'm on 4 right now, and 4 I'm starting to feel like I give it the pass. Like, it's not spotty at times, but yeah, definitely you can skip over 1 though.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Moving on. American Gods has been canceled at Stars, but it might get an event series or TV movie. American Gods has been canceled just a week after the TV adaptation of Neil Gaiman's best-selling novel concluded its 3rd season. And yeah, it's been canceled, but they said that they're going to try and do an event series or a movie to wrap up the story. I didn't even know that there was a 2nd and a 3rd season of the show. I remember watching the 1st season with you, Tyler, and we're like, this is actually really cool. And then the 2nd season just got delayed, and then it I think it went off of Amazon, and I guess now it's on Stars. It's like, what the hell? Okay.
Right.
So I guess that means it's on Disney Plus now?
Yeah, but I didn't see it on there earlier. So maybe not on our Stars, maybe on the American Stars. I didn't see it on there earlier, no.
Interesting.
Yeah. I knew there was a 2nd season, and I just it's been too long. I'm over it.
Right?
You lost me, producers.
I want to see that lady shove more people up her vagina, though.
Yeah.
Shrink them down.
That's a hell of a superpower. I'm gonna put you in my vagina.
Right.
And absorb your soul that way.
I am the
Wow.
goddess of vagina. Get inside.
Worship me. Worship the vagina.
So it is so weird.
Extremely weird.
We're just sitting there watching. What is that?
Just sitting in the basement in the dark, looking at each other like, this is weird. Is it almost over? And it just drags out.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
He had Peter Stormare being the. What he does in the second and third season.
Yeah. Maybe he's a god of some kind, an old god.
Right. We got an update on Thor: Love and Thunder. They added Russell Crowe to the sequel cast.
Ooh.
Deadline describes Crowe's role as a fun cameo, as intended to keep a secret. So I mean, not a big role. I don't know what he's gonna be, but maybe he's like a Jeff Goldblum. Well, Jeff Goldblum was more.
Yeah, that was
not really cameo.
Yeah, maybe he would have a cameo, kind of like how Matt Damon had a cameo playing Loki or something in the play when Odin's watching, or when Loki was portraying Odin. He was, right. That's when the show was. If I remember correctly, that was a good fucking movie, man. That was a good one.
It was.
It's just weird how Thor just suddenly became a comedian. It's weird. His character just completely changed.
Yeah, they knew what was wrong with the other one, so they decided to fix it, and it was for the better, I think. So
I guess he's more laid back.
Less Shakespearean, more just entertaining. So yeah,
right, like a drunk Shakespearean, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, I
Very
am.
interesting.
And speaking of things that I'm excited for, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. They revealed the cast and start shooting in April. Yeah, they showed like a big grid of who's going to be in there. Of course, you got Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, Moses Ingram, don't know who she is. Joel Edgerton, he's going to be in there.
Yeah.
Kumail Nanjiani is also going to be in there for something. And the only other person I recognized on here was Sung Kang, who plays Han in the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited to watch that. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah. This is like redemption time for Hayden.
Right?
Poor guy. Did the best he could with what he was given.
Yeah. I'm wondering what it is gonna because it's obviously it's gotta be flashbacks, right?
That or Clone War stuff, or who knows? Yeah,
probably just more Clone War stuff, I would imagine.
Could be, yeah.
But he's in the series Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? So at that point, he's supposed to be Darth Vader. So unless they do flashbacks to
of him in the Clone Wars, or they have Hayden in the Vader suit, which would be kind of redundant, but yeah.
Right.
But then you wouldn't want that. You would want James Earl Jones doing the voice.
Unless he takes his helmet off and then it's his face, maybe.
All fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
I found you, Obi-Wan. I hate you.
I hate you. Poor guy.
That's Lucas's fault.
That's funny.
I talked about this earlier in the show, but Attack on Titan final season part 2 is arriving in winter 2022. So not even this winter; it's the fucking next winter. God,
always waiting,
right?
Yeah. And
our last story is Black Adam gets its release date. It hits cinemas on July 29th, 2022. Are you guys interested in seeing this movie at all?
Yeah,
I think so. I liked Shazam. If it's going to be in the same universe, I guess, or whatever, same whatever, I'd be interested in watching it. I didn't mind Shazam. I thought that was
anti-hero, so I wonder how they're going to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
right. I don't know anything about his character other than what he does in Injustice 2, the video game, which I still don't really know what his deal is. Just comes around and he switches sides a lot.
I just like how DC just wanted The Rock to be in the universe, and The Rock's like, yeah, but I want to be like the strongest guy. I want to be stronger than Superman. And they're like, okay. It's like, you could be, and then they have to like think about it for like 10 days. Black Adam. Sure.
Yeah.
He's like, also, I'm booked up for the next 10 years, so.
Yeah, exactly. So don't waste my time.
Yeah.
Make it good.
There you go. Cool. Any other, you guys see anything that I missed, or?
No, you pretty much got it. I just remember reading about the Knives Out thing, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'd get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of thought it was an April Fool's joke. So I mean, if it's confirmed, I just skimmed through it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
I made sure we did not get any trickster stuff in here. Thankfully, they're a lot more obvious these times. So
yeah.
There you go. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of the podcast. If you liked it, drop a like on YouTube, subscribe, and of course share with your friend. And like I said, later on today we're going to be posting a thing on our Facebook asking for your Avatar Last Airbender reviews. You can also say what your favorite episodes are, favorite characters, that sort of thing on there, and we'll read that on Tuesday's podcast. And yeah, that'll be it, and we'll talk to you on Monday for Ask Us Anything. We'll see you then.
See ya.
See you guys.